Today I will be sharing a beautiful ritual that is very near and dear to me. It is Gua Sha, and I'm going to get into a little bit how I got into or how Gua Sha found me. So I was really in the thick of the postpartum period, searching for ways to alleviate the puffiness and the heaviness that I was feeling. So I was really focused on upping my self-care where I could while my daughter was sleeping or nursing. And I remember one day looking at my daughter, I was so exhausted because she was waking up so frequently during the night. And she looked so rosy and well rested. And here I was just not feeling myself, looking exhausted. So when I found Gua Sha, I was attracted to the fact that Gua Sha is known for stimulating your lymphatic system. So it really helps to flush any puffiness that you may have, and it helps to lift and tone. And an added benefit that I didn't really realize is that it helps to also regulate your nervous system, which is something that I really needed because I found myself in high alert. We were also really in the beginning stages of the pandemic, and a lot of us were going through it, myself included, because times were so uncertain. So I had already established a really good routine while I was pregnant, which then led me to create a belly oil. And I was really focusing during that time on bringing the harmony within and creating a safe space within my body and really accepting the changes that were occurring in my body and not really knowing what those changes would lead to, but realizing that I was in control of how I felt, not necessarily what was happening in my body. And so I had an idea one day to create a belly oil. And every single day I would rub the belly oil after taking a shower. And I remember I was about 6 weeks pregnant, so not very visible. And I would just say, I love and accept myself exactly as I am. And that became a sort of meditation. And it was a really beautiful time because as my belly grew, I felt that my self-acceptance expanded. And I was saying it to myself, but also to my daughter, because I knew that even though she wasn't there at that moment, that one day she would be out here in the world and that there would be times where she would do things that I would have a hard time accepting. And this would be the basis of that. And it was such a beautiful healing time. And that belly oil then transformed into a face oil that I shared to my friends. I still have the face oil and the belly oil. And then a few months after she was born, I opened up an Etsy store. And so I had my face oils, and then I found this Gua Sha. Not this particular one, but actually it was this shape, the same shape, rose quartz. And I dove into it head first, and it was just so amazing. And I find that Gua Sha is the perfect tool to use if you do not have time to meditate, because this helps to move the stagnant energy out of your body. Energy tends to get stuck, and our responsibility is to be aware of that stuckness and to move it out. Because if we don't move that stuck energy out of our bodies, then that's when issues arise. Then that's when disease can occur. So I hope that you will join me in this beautiful ritual, that you will find the same benefits that I have. And I will begin with using a few drops of this hydrate oil. It's a little bit dry right now. We are transitioning into a more colder period. So I have been using this hydrate oil on my face at night and also during the day. And I already have some face oil, but I'll go ahead and use some more because, you know, a little bit of oil never hurt anybody. And then after that, I will be assisting you in how to use this tool. Now, this tool has these ridges, combs, if you will, that I really like to use to get into those tight areas, those tight spots. And I just find that just by touching your skin, it just helps to lower your stress. This is why I'm a huge proponent on using your fingers when you are doing makeup, really using your fingers and building awareness when you are using skincare products and really setting an intention for your practice, because this is also a practice in itself. And when we start to give, when we start to really recognize how useful these tools are to us instead of just going through the flow, disconnected with our bodies, and really making sure that we are being embodied at that moment, that is when we can access our intuition in the stillness. That's when messages can come. But, anyways, I will stop talking and I will begin. We're going to start from the neck area here using these ridges. First, apply your face oil at this time. This is when I like to take a few deep breaths to center myself, set my intention, and release what is no longer serving me. I'm looking at this as a way to come home to myself, allow, and release.
This concludes our beautiful ritual. I hope that you found as much benefit as I did, that you were feeling refreshed and renewed. If you're experiencing any type of redness, know that that's completely normal. We've really worked a lot of energy, moved a lot of toxins out of your body. So some redness can be experienced. Make sure that you're drinking plenty of water today. You want to flush all of those toxins out of your body. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I can't wait to share more with you next time.